Hey, it's Christy here and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to take a little tour of the new XMD Wellness site. And this is something that was just launched a few weeks back on November 4th. And this is great because we're going to be coming up on the new year in just a few months. And of course, that's when everybody starts thinking about getting back in shape or losing weight. And GLP-1 is a very popular way of doing that now, especially for people like myself who have struggled with weight loss and also with hormones, perimenopause, all those fun things. So this is a program that is basically a offshoot of Singular. And so they have partnered with one of the top telehealth companies in the nation to be able to offer us GLP-1 at a very affordable price. Okay, so you're just going to scroll down through this beautiful website and it's going to show you how things work, what medications are offered, and this is your path to precision wellness. And that's what this is about. It's about precision wellness that is personalized based on your unique goals, eligibility, and clinical review. Because remember, you're going to be meeting with a telehealth provider and you're going to fill out a intake form. And I also did a separate video on how to fill out your intake form and what to expect when you're going through the process of that. So I'll link that as well. But that is the first step of the process. You'll complete your intake form and then you will meet with a provider and you'll schedule that appointment. They'll review everything, your personal needs, and what you're eligible to receive. Then they will place the order and your treatment will be shipped directly to your door, and it's just awesome. It's just a very smooth process. So I'm expecting my first shipment tomorrow, and I can't say enough about how awesome the process has been. And you're going to get ongoing support. You're going to have access to dosage optimization information, lifestyle education, and tools to support you at every stage of your journey. One thing I really like is this tool here that they have on this page. So you could put in your weight. Let's just say it's 160. Over 16 weeks, they give you a 10% weight loss guarantee. That's pretty amazing. So you could lose up to 24 pounds. So your projected new weight would be 136 after 16 weeks. And that's a guarantee. It's 10% in 16 weeks, or your first 4 months are refunded. So of course there are instructions on how to qualify, because they have to make sure that you have been following the program in order to qualify for that refund. But just the fact that they guarantee that, that's pretty awesome. All right, so that's just a little tool that you can use to get an idea of where you could be in just a few months from now. Now, another thing that you're going to want to make sure that you do is to be taking the right supplements. And that's what this is here about. So this will take you to the support stack. And of course, Singular has these amazing supplements, and they have created this support stack specifically to support you in your GLP-1 journey. So what's included is the clear protein that is going to support lean muscle retention and recovery. It's got 20 grams of grass-fed whey isolate and also has B12 for clean and sustained energy. You can read more on the labels. Of course, I'll have all that linked below for you as well. It also comes with the complete probiotic, and this helps to restore the balance in the gut and supports hormone and metabolic function. So it's very important to have that as part of your regimen. And it comes with one of my favorites, which is the trim sticks. And this is a drink that is formulated to help curb cravings. It supports healthy blood sugar levels and energy for a more focused, stable state of mind. I tend to have my crashes in the mid-afternoon, right around 3 o'clock. And so that's the time when I take it, because it helps to get me through the rest of the afternoon when my body doesn't want to keep going. So I'm going to go back to this page here. So you'll see this all on this page. So this is really nice here too. It gives you an idea of what you could expect in this coming year once you have started your journey. In 4 weeks, you could see appetite changes and steady energy. In 8 weeks, visible body composition changes. In 16 weeks, you should see 10% weight loss. And so this is where many are going to choose to continue into long-term maintenance. And then at 24 weeks, you'll see metabolic adaptation, deeper transformation. So this is when you're going to see not just the weight loss, but muscle tone, hormonal balance, and metabolic renewal. And at 48 weeks, imagine, wow, your complete metabolic shift. You could have a whole new you by that time. So once you get to that point, then you're pretty much just at your baseline, and it's all about maintenance. And it has a lot of good frequently asked questions here, like how long will it take to notice weight loss? What is compounded GLP-1 medication? How does GLP-1 therapy work? Are peptides safe? And so on. So really good questions, and most likely they have been able to figure out what are the most asked questions. All right, so I'm going to go back up here, and then you're going to go to where it says GLP-1 weight loss. And on this page, this is going to basically show you all the different options that you'll have when you go to place your order. You can choose your billing cadence, which, you can have it arrive every 4 weeks, and you can save. The longer your subscription is, the lower your cost is going to be. So you could go with just 4 weeks, but then you could save more if you order 12, 24, or commit to even longer. All right. So all of it is under free shipping, which is great. And then, of course, like I said, the prices are going to be lower the longer your subscription is. So if you just do 1 month of semaglutide, that's going to be $249 a month. If you do 12 weeks, it's going to be $219. So this ships every 4 weeks, and there's no other fees. Your labs are included. What? Yeah. So, and then also, even if your dose goes up, the price does not. So everything is included. They also have oral semaglutide, so that's an option if you don't like needles. They also have tirzepatide. So of course, that's going to be a little bit more because it's working on 2 receptors. And they also have the oral option for that as well. And they do have brand name options. I mean, they are pretty pricey, but that is an option there as well. And as I mentioned before, you can choose your billing. You can choose from 4 to 48 weeks. You consult with your provider, get your shipment, and then you're good to go and get started. Very important to remember what's included. This whole process is going to be between you and your provider to begin with, right? Like, even if you have a consultant or someone that you signed up under, that person isn't going to have anything to do with this, because you're going to complete your intake form, you're going to be routed to your provider, and then you're going to talk with them about what your needs are, and then your medication is going to be dispensed by a 503A pharmacy. All right, so everything is just done above board, and your privacy. Another thing that we want to take a quick look at here is microdosing. So microdosing is lower targeted doses. So this is really for people who are not needing or wanting to lose weight, but are wanting to have the benefits of GLP-1. So that's what these are. And these doses are lower. They're like, I think 50% of the conventional level. And they may include things like B12, methionine, inositol, choline, chloride, depending on what your needs are. So some of the options here include the Quorum microdose for semaglutide and tirzepatide. So this could include things like B12, methionine, inositol, choline chloride, and this is to support metabolism and liver health with a lighter side effect profile. Also, they have an option for energy and mental acuity, as well as muscle and energy, and also a tablet version that is going to help for elevated A1C and pre-diabetes. So these are just some of the options, but remember, as it says here in this note, exact ingredients are determined by your clinician based on your goals, eligibility, and availability. Formulations may vary. All right, so this is not cookie cutter at all. Everything that you're going to be prescribed is going to be personalized to you. So how to get started? Very easy. You complete the intake form. You'll see this button everywhere here on the website. That's where you get started. You have to complete that form. It just takes a few minutes because then they can determine your eligibility. And number 2 is to get qualified. They are going to look at the answers you've given them and any potential contraindications, and they're going to match you with the right dose, the right program for what your needs are. And of course, you're going to have that meeting with your clinician, and then those meds will be shipped to your door. So it really is that easy, right? They really make it so, that you don't have to feel like it's going to be this complicated process. It really is pretty simple. And again, take a look at that other video that I did that shows you the intake form and how that works. So of course, there are also supplements, as I mentioned, that you'll want to take a look at that are going to help you on this journey. And once you get set up and you place your order, you're going to be given access to a patient portal, and you'll have more information in there as well on the process, any notes from the doctor, as well as information on the support stacks that could help you as well. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I'm excited to be able to have partnered with XMD Wellness and Singular, and really to just be part of this whole movement, this new era of wellness. So please feel free to comment below if you have any questions. Also, if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, feel free to share it with others, and I will be sure to help you in any way I can. All right, so thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.